2017, government, led by President Nana Akufo-Addo, took pragmatic steps to clean the mining sector.
That the natural resources of this country belongs to you, the Ghanaians, and that for you to benefit, you must begin to extract the resources in a more sustainable manner.
It established the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining, IMCIM. Its mandate is to sanitize and curb illegal mining activities in mining communities across the country. The committee has undertaken a lot of sensitization activities in various mining communities on the impact of illegal mining. This was meant to restore hope to many Ghanaians who care about the environment.
Computer app Galamsey. Yakeka yenime nyina bomu the forest for ye no the Minerals Commission for ye EPA for so hu esa obi hu de ekoso. Ne se obi ko license a uhia license for Minerals Commission EPA water resources. We obi akoji Minerals Commission license no. Ukoji o senka 90 days na ko nyawa de. The app no be share say ukoji license pe ye trodin Ubi abehu nipa okoji ye the concession number baby and concession wo eda okoji ye na eko enimu no se bosume ba ko ba e betu hu baby a process na kodu it by 90 days no na se nipa nya na sisa na wo se e hu se bibi asi wo Minerals Commission.
After a year of comprehensive work, the committee completed the roadmap that would regulate the activities of the small-scale miners and guide their operation. Small-scale and artisanal miners would have to follow due process before engaging in any mining activity. Yet, some have complained of underhand dealings. With little money, they say, you can be allowed to circumvent rules on the roadmap and be allowed to go on the field with your excavators to mine without proper documentation and approval as prescribed by the roadmap. People also add that you can pay some top men at IMCIM and they would arrange for protection for you while you're mining illegally. So we set out with our hidden cameras to find out who would help us bend the rules for their selfish interest. Who would help us stab the nation and the president in the back and do things contrary to the roadmap. Are there really shortcuts to mining illegally?
But the battle against Galamsay is nowhere near being won yet, and I appeal to all citizens to be part of the battle to keep our lands and water bodies safe.
We got a company called Ore Resources Enterprise. In our investigation, we discovered that almost everybody involved in the fight against illegal mining was willing to take money to help us mine illegally. Meet Jimmy, a guy we met at the reception of the IMCIM office. He showed us how he would supply us with tip-offs with the movements of the IMCIM security task force so that we would avoid detection. We also met Bimpong, a soldier with the Ghana Armed Forces who is part of the National Security Operatives at the Interministerial Committee.
So you say if it's not from our Bible, then they put you in a problem with that. They are not going to
but he was still willing to help us secure protection for our Galamsey activities.
On the woman make man of our
Everything you're connecting it to, yeah.
you say for that professional. One that you're correct. Oh no, more of the unknown country.
Oh yeah, and your mom. I'm going to want it more to do.
Wanted nobody should
Really, yeah. So I'm saying, you know, what's right? You're right now. Did I let my friend to win it?
Then there's Bafo, a policeman and national security personnel attached to the IMCIM. Bafo was happy to go into negotiations with us on the amount to be paid if we wanted protection for our illegal mines.
We have protection. I'm a friend. Me won't be enough. A little bit tired, and I dropped it down for you.
Okay.
Many of Mamma Moon, they mean the Pandicia, Mohu Commander, and I say, Mutimiaqua. Maybe don't give me any minute for a caminette bamo. May break it on fast. I said, the Namoyano, if you define Evans, Evans, and I'm more protected on mom. Or Ashanti region, Kurunuka, anything. Ashanti forest, literally. In Patakin. For Nippanigan, what into a person car, you be sham no more, no more trans, no more farm of bed and breakfast. And the only thing I need to see me here. If you have now, you're one more division. I'll say, you before.
Over kebab, Coca-Cola and Malta Guinness, we met these two police officers, Kennedy Frimpong and Ano, also of the Interministerial Task Force. Kennedy and Ano also work as Jubilee House security personnel. They were introduced to us by Bafo to further our discussions on protection for illegal mining.
Your conversion, now your protection.
Yeah, no. Nobody in the cable. With the army. And I shoot you now, president now, for maybe some near one now. As I said, only Yenisa man is like a amount. Now you package be as a your own one. The woman.
Alright.
So, to be very myself, so, I don't know that. I don't know. There's all the people about.
After the marché documentations, but
They told us how much they would charge to protect our small-scale concession and added that they would take some of the money to their top bosses. They charged an amount of 16,000 cedis every month and 300 cedis each week during patrol if they are to give us 3 personnel for the patrol.
Look at people know we are fine.
Mama, never try it. Okay. My cousin means me no she won't.
We are ready to move anytime.
But aside these relatively low-level officials, can we get to the top of the chain? With our company, called All Resources Enterprise, we decided to move further up on the chain. We first met Andy, a connection man who would link us to the people at the top. He demanded for cash to do that transaction.
Oh, Andy said me for we different. Very comfortable say every Sunday so got me small be that say. But say beto beto be on can so come be use ka. Dem ka o when your lands is my what they on run beto na o de bia. Here's your copy.
Andy charged money alleged to be for one Charles Bissell and for himself.
You know cash. And do that ash and brown.
But I know the
you guys said we money.
After waiting, so you will be on my money 35 account.
950. And I'm
oh, tell you who know your account.
I'm and I'm so kind.
Who we are.
Okay, then it's sure.
Where the enemy discuss here? Into the
so bad.
But
show your call, show commitment. Oh, one or two things.
He took us to meet Charles Bissell. Mr. Charles Bissell is secretary to the Interministerial Committee on Illegal Mining. We told Bissell our excavators were already on site working and we needed him to work on the documents while we were still mining. He took our documents and called for it to be fast-tracked for us.
Because we have to make sure you fast track with the say, but new year, 9 on them are working centrally. All resources, what's the situation?
It hasn't come up yet. Let me quickly check.
At the end of everything, one way you make up all the money.
He asked us to pay 3,000 Ghana cedis for mapping after he had ordered for the sticker to be fast-tracked for us with all other processes being circumvented. A sticker we should have before going to the field.
Doc is doing an itinerary, they're going to map next week. So I'll speak to Doc, but tell Doc, give the name to Doc. As I said, they should add it to it, so they do the and then they'll pay the 3,000 for mapping. Okay, we want 3,000 for mapping. So let him do that now, and then give that to Doc. Doc will call me, and then the mapping team will go there. And then let's train to apply. Now apply for ETA. Right. The ETA, Doc there.
Okay.
So I think doctor is coming back. Ralph, now for asylum now. Okay. I think it's almost through.
Okay.
So I'll bet she have for mapping. Mapping is 9 mapping to one for every 20 years. Okay. Mapping to non next week. Now for initial non-fair EP, non-fast track because I will be that. There's a limited time also. So you can go back in mind. I'm a sticker the video. I'm a sticker.
No, sir, you really EP the video and then. Okay.
See, let's talk to now today. I'll call now. So I'll make sure I okay. Let's do it. I think for no more accountants for me. Okay. Gentlemen, do I have? Obi wa ha me so ntwa yes. Oba, ebe wo ye ni bia na ahwe no ama me sika na wa apply for EP fast fast track because why you know I can get 2 months so you know okay, sorry child.
So we paid the 3,000 Ghana cedis and took a receipt, and we were given the 4 copies of the approved sticker. First of all, we were supposed to be vetted by a team made up of chiefs, officials from the Forestry Commission, Environmental Protection Agency, and so on. The vetting of All Resources Enterprise was not advertised in digital and print media form as the roadmap indicates. We have been told to commence mining activities. After this, we called Andy, our connection man again, to see whether there would be men he can get to actually be guarding us while we mine illegally.
Into time, I'm not paying you. Okay, Marty.
We met in Kumasi.
In the reception.
The idea here, if you have a 10 grand.
Matter. So quick, sir. My friend doesn't make time for money. No, my family another thing.
What can first one I'm to say?
I am in
one said only one thing.
No, but for no.
But
I have to me to it enough something.
It's one thing.
There is 85 and I'm also afraid.
And I am so don't mention
So just for you some distributions, but some of the women are designated suggest to go.
Okay. Immediate what I would hear.
When you have when we don't have access to these things, not purchase. I mean, these suggest need to be seen. Not suggest no one signing to work with them. So, mommy, if I'm called. Oh, yes. You know, whenever they are signed suggest. So you are safe to work.
He proposed a guy called Schoolboy, a coordinator to the national security who he said was in the Accra office.
Oh, Schoolboy. Wait. Oh, not Schoolboy. Schoolboy there. Senior national security.
He had a share of cash again.
I believe in their main module. So it's maybe so that now they might be my own. So look at our figure question. Media pan Nakadina.
Talk to him in case that okay, sure.
We set off to Accra again with this piece of advice by Schoolboy.
Okay, what the fuck are you? What you need for? What me what we do? If we are doing now, what is it? But I'm so contest. As a part of what is happening. The young person, the back, so that we are in case of your water. Woman guidelines. I'm an actress. Today, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
He directed us to Kobe. He's the real guy who can give us the needed protection for cash.
We also decided to go to certain areas of the country to see how bad the Galamsey situation was. We were in Prestea in the western region. We moved to Ashanti and Brongahafu too. We picked the coordinates of places where we saw illegal mining activities and took it to the Minerals Commission. This is the result we got from the commission checks.
Why are they influence
Okay.
Hello. We are cry Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
But Wednesday, I have to come back to Kumasi. We're messing up on off. David, me asking for say the IE no, the what we are green. Let's get through.
Oh, okay.
Okay, say me what we are green now. We are honest. Nah, to me on nature. We spoke as a brother and one in through.
Okay. All right.
Well, also just say you may DNA. We see the acting in it's by Monday season goes out. We not catch tomorrow. Why? So in through. Any in front of my any minute. Let me.
This is just a first in our series on illegal mining. There will be more coming soon. May God Almighty make every Ghanaian fearless and honest to uplift our national flag.